Hey Rizzo, the sirens are working, but you can come in and wait if you want. She stepped aside for us to walk inside. No, she stepped inside for us to walk in. She stepped in. She stepped aside for us to walk in, but I was frozen. She was so beautiful I just couldn't move. I heard Rizzo laugh behind me and felt his hand on my back, giving me a gentle nudge. Actually, Lisa, this is the one I told the sirens about. He will be staying here until I can come get him. Would you be so kind as to show him a pleasant time until I return? He's rather innocent, so be gentle. She had a cross between a scowl and a smile as she told me to take my shoes off at the door. She plopped down, picked up a book off the coffee table, and looked for where she left off before she answered the door. That is a very choppy sentence. Rizzo laughed and ruffled my hair again. Good luck. I will be back with some news on your mom and some new pens and paper. I think you'll need it living here. He shut the door, and I stood there not knowing what to do. Lisa looked up at me, patted the space on the couch beside her, and said, I once read that Lord Byron drank wine out of an old monk's skull with his lovers. Who is Lord Byron? I asked, sitting next to her. He's a famous poet. All the good poets know who he is. Rizzo said you were a writer and poet. She snorted. Some poet. She stood up, went to the giant bookshelf on one wall, and returned with an old leather book and plopped it on my lap. I also read that after he did this, he would get naked and write poetry all over his lovers, and then they would have mad, passionate sex. She sat beside me on the couch, put her legs over mine, and smiled. I know where we can get a monk's skull, and I know a couple of girls I could call if you want to write poetry on us. I couldn't swallow. I tried, but there was no moisture in my mouth. There was no moisture in my body. All I could do was stare with my eyes wide and my mouth open. She reached over gently and closed my mouth. Careful, you'll catch flies. If as a child I had to give a definition of seduction, it would be that lost time when someone tells you what they want, and finding yourself in that moment never remembering just exactly how you got there, but wanting to stay there, and right then and there is when you make that wish, and it all begins to fade away. Hmm. Hmm. Still missing something. I gotta find the rhythm better. You got music in you, boy.